तू पापा स्टार्ट करो पापा. Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum, namaste and vanakkam. Welcome back to my channel, Sameera Sherief. Alright guys, so finally here's the video in my main channel. So this has been one of the most pending videos that I shot in the month of June but couldn't post it. But yes, I did post this on my Telugu channel a couple of days back and also on my Tamil channel. So I thought why not share the same with you guys as well. If you guys haven't watched in Telugu or Tamil and if you guys are waiting for the English content, so here you go guys. So basically every time that any circumcision happens in our home, it's literally like a festival. They celebrate it and they make the person feel special, but I was kind of not really okay with that kind of celebration. I didn't want Arhaan to have any kind of pressures or anything because this is kind of a cultural practice and not a religious practice. And the moment I said that I'm not okay, I don't want to do something like that, my mom and my mother-in-law, both of us supported and were okay with that, and they let me and Arhaan be. So my mom came home a previous day just to bless me and Arhaan to have a peaceful circumcision. So we were actually very tense and very nervous, and so was the family. Like everybody in the family were too nervous. Also there were a lot of things running in my head because Arhaan wasn't eating well since the past few days. So that's why if you see me, I'm like literally out of place or zoned out because I was really nervous and worried about his meals and food. So everybody in the house were just asking me to stay strong and make me courageous for the next day. Bye Hira. Bye Jan. Have fun.
Bye, Bolo. Bye.
Bye.
Bolo, see you tomorrow.
बाय ओके कल सुबह नुन्नू कुट करना है डायरेक्ट आ जाओ
Bye.
बाय टाटा.
To be honest, I actually filmed those clips where Arhaan was not accepting the food or denying the food. But the kind of stress that I was going through, I just couldn't edit those videos or put it into one video and share the same with you guys. But if you guys are interested, then maybe I will edit that and share with you all. Everything, like the entire preparation for the circumcision or the previous week, how things went and all of those. In case if you're interested, please do let me know in the comments so I can edit those videos and get it forward to you guys. And also this was on 5th of June, so basically Arhaan's school was starting that week on Friday. I didn't wanted him to miss the school because the first 3 days I would be accompanying him at school, and of course those would be the last 3 days that I would be going along with him. So yeah, finally we decided that we will get started with the day. And also talking about the milk or food intake and all of that, he did not eat anything in the dinner. He was just in a food denial, like the refusal phase. Talking about milk or water, like the liquid intake, milk, he was the last feed they asked me to stop was around 2 a.m. in the night. Obviously I couldn't see the time or follow up on the same. And water was 4 a.m. in the morning. Obviously he will not wake up in the morning to have water, right? So I couldn't follow up on the same as well. So that was literally killing me. He did not eat anything well. I mean, one thing that you need to understand is if your child is well slept and well fed, they're going to be the happiest kid ever. But if they are not fed or not slept well, then they're going to be very fussy and very cranky. So this were the couple of things that I had to work on the day, keep him engaged and also do a lot of things. I don't know how the day is gonna process, like how am I gonna process the entire day, so stay tuned. And also talking about the circumcision, I'm gonna tell you guys in detail, like in depth about everything. Why circumcision? Is it only for Muslims? Or what are the scientific benefits? Why do Muslims get circumcision done? And all of those. So stay tuned till the end of the video. First things first, we had to quickly get ready because we were supposed to report at the hospital around 7:30, like 7:30 is what they asked us to report. So Anwar Jan was like, we'll go to the hospital by 7, so that if we aim for 7, I'll end up going at 7:30. So I quickly finished my entire morning routine of doing the bed, and Arhaan and I got freshened up.
तो तू पापा स्टार्ट करो पापा.
ओके, कौन कौन जा रहे? बाहर अभी
Daddy.
दादी जा रहे
Daddy.
हाँ?
Daddy.
दादी जा रहे गाड़ी में जा रहे कौन जा रहे गाड़ी में हाँ?
Tamana.
तमन्ना के पास जा रहे हाँ? अच्छा, what are they gonna do today? Cut the
Bye.
skin.
Bye.
Skin.
Bye.
बाल skin. बाल कट करते कौन सा बाल मेरा Are you serious? And also guys, a lot of you have been asking if I use diapers for Arhaan. Yes, whenever he steps out of the house, I do make him wear diapers. Otherwise, he is potty trained, and the diapers that I use for Arhaan is from LuvLap. It is their Supreme pants, and I use for him the size XL. These are extremely thin, like very thin, comes with 360 degrees care and has superior absorbability, superior breathability, superior rash prevention, and also superior comfort. And this comes in different sizes: newborn, small, medium, large, and XL. And as I said, I use XL for Arhaan. The waistband fits perfect on our baby's waist. It is not too tight, not too loose, and as I said, it gives 360 degrees protection. It's gonna be super comfortable for our little ones. And also guys, this is made up of breathable material, super soft top sheet and back sheet, and most importantly, it has the goodness of aloe vera, which means rash aane ka koi chance nahi. If there's something that I really like about this diaper is that it spreads liquid throughout the diaper. Let me quickly show you guys. And also locks the moisture, matlab 100% long lasting dryness, no heaviness, no leakage, and our baby is going to be comfortable throughout day and night sleep. You can see I've also done the tissue test, and I was like literally amazed to see the kind of quick absorbency. So as I said, it is like 100% rash free. So if your child is suffering through diaper rash, then I think you should get your hands on the LuvLap Supreme pants. I'll probably leave its link in the description box. It is available on Amazon as well as their official website. You can go and check it out. And also disposing it is so simple guys. It has this indicator which is technically yellow in color, and once the diaper is full, it turns into blue. So very easily you can get rid of the diaper, and also comes with this tape so that you can just roll it and discard it. Very convenient, and also very hygienic in that case. So we'll quickly get ready. As I said, we were supposed to report at the hospital at 7:30. Of course, we are running on time.
Tomati.
Huh?
Tomati.
Tomati. Yeah, फिर से बोलो. What?
Mama.
Supersonic. Correct. You're right. Supersonic. Supersonic. यहाँ देखो. Ready? Ready? Let's go. All the best. मम्मा को भी दे दो. All the best. और एक मम्मा को आप दो. आप मम्मा को किसी दो. I love you. As we are finally ready, it was time that we go meet everybody, take everybody's blessings, because it is definitely a big day in our life. अच्छा दादी को बोलो, what are they gonna do today? What? भूल गए?
What they're going to do, Raja? They're going to give puppy like that. Kids children, मेरा बच्चा too. They'll give a hug.
Our kids are very mature and they know what exactly is happening. So Arhaan has been showing the prayer room to my mother-in-law and asked her to take him there so that he can just take the blessings. And my mother-in-law took him into the prayer room, showed him everything, and ran her hand on the Allah's light and wrapped the same on Arhaan's face. And also I've been in fact talking to Arhaan and sharing the same with him since a couple of days that there's this process called circumcision. We would be doing that so that he's ready and prepared for it, not to scare him but just to keep him mentally prepared. And then he met everybody in the family, took their blessings, everybody kissed him, greeted him all the best, and of course greeted me luck. And then we started. It was definitely a very stressful day for everybody in the house, mainly because he was supposed to be fasting and not eating or drinking. That was literally a major stress for everybody. As they asked us to come at 7:30, so obviously too early that we started to the hospital. I will tell you guys everything in detail about circumcision and all of that, so stay tuned till the end of the video, and also the process, like the doctor that we met and all that. We got Arhaan's circumcision done at Yashoda hospitals here in Gachibowli at Hyderabad. We spoke to a lot of hospitals and also spoke to his pediatrician, but the problem was a lot of hospitals were offering the surgery in the afternoon, for which he will have to fast the entire day, like a couple of hours, which means he will probably have his feed in the night, and then ever since then he'll be fasting, which we were definitely not okay. So I wanted his surgery to happen early in the morning, and the moment we got to know Yashoda was offering the same, and one of the senior surgeon here was doing that, so we thought why not just go. We did consult and all that. I of course shot if you guys are interested, like all the prep that we did during his surgery or before his surgery. And also we were waiting at the OT's reception, and Anvajan went down because we did have a lot of paperwork to do before getting admitted at the OT. So Arhaan and I were just killing the time. So now before we get started, I'll probably tell you guys about the doctor and all that we consulted. So we met Dr. Srinivas Kutta at Yashoda Hospitals and his urologist. So you technically need to meet the urologist for this. He's not just a urologist, he's also a transplant surgeon and one of the most senior doctors here. So we did meet him and asked him a couple of things, asked all my doubts, so that I'm very much ready with Arhaan, his post and pre-care that I should be doing during this surgery. So there were a couple of things that he guided me. Yes, flower. How many flowers? Huh? 1. Yes, 2 and 3. 3. How many? Yes, you're right. कहाँ जाना मम्मा?
Bottle.
कई का bottle?
Ita.
हाँ?
Bottle.
कौन सा bottle?
Mama's bottle.
Mama's bottle. Where is it? Correct. It's here. पीता. नीचे गिर गया. हाँ राजे. By mistake गिर गया. Clean कर रहे. आंटी clean कर रहे. Right. आंटी clean कर रहे. मम्मा का water bottle गिर गया तो आंटी clean कर रहे. Right. As soon as we went up, we had to meet doctor's assistant. So while we were going there, I accidentally ended up spilling some water on the floor. Like my water bottle fell down. So the cleaning staff was cleaning that, and that's what Arhaan was telling that auntie is cleaning there. And later he started asking me for water and also for some milk, which I obviously couldn't offer him because he was supposed to fast from the couple of hours. Like his last feed was supposed to be dinner, like his full proper meal, and then milk again was supposed to be in the night, and water probably at 4 a.m, which he obviously couldn't. He was feeling very thirsty. He was continuously asking me for water or also dudu, but in fact I wasn't able to offer. As a mother, it is extremely painful to see your child. I was trying my best to keep him engaged and occupied. क्या होना जान?
Bottle.
Bottle होना पीता. After surgery, okay? We shall drink water after surgery. Okay, Raja? Please, मेरी जान. Wants to drink water, can't offer him water, can't give him thing. So difficult. What are you making? Ball. Wow, so creative. Huh? What, Raja? Where you want to go? किधर? क्या होना? आना? Dudu we can't have, Raja.
Letty.
Yes. Letty. Not here. Please. 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 Mama का राजा बेटा ना. Baby can't go जान. सुनो अब अनवर जान आते हैं. Okay. अनवर जान आने के बाद एडमिशन प्रोसेस होता है. Okay? सुनो. Listen to me. Please. राजा बेटा अनवर जान आ रही. राजा बेटा ना. Yes or no? Yeah? सोना राजा ना. अब मम्मा इनसे बिनसी कराना हीरा को.
Incy Wincy Spider went up the wall. Ball का रखे. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Incy Wincy Spider went up the spider again. फिर से, ready? Then there was a teeny weeny spider. Teeny weeny spider went up the water. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the way. And the teeny weeny spider went up the spout again. कहाँ जाना है मेरे गुड्डे को?
I just want this video to be as raw as possible, and that's why I'm just leaving few clips with the real audio and not giving voiceover for the entire video, so that you guys get to know how difficult it was to keep him occupied or to entertain him. And also Anvajan meanwhile finished entire paperwork and we got started to get our admission done at the OT.
You want to come to Dada? Huh? Ate? Oh. Oh. There it is. Uncle?
Finally, after all the paperwork, we got registered for the surgery, and also I carried a couple of things which actually Arhaan loves, enjoys and keeps himself engaged, like these tiny things which can fit in the diaper bag, which are usually in the diaper bag, like this keychain, the spinner keychain, his tiny little bike, and the Rubik's cube and all those things. So I was just keeping him engaged and occupied. After going and getting registered for the surgery, we again had couple of paperwork to do there, like couple of papers to sign regarding the surgery. So Anvarjan was doing that. Meanwhile, I was just keeping Arhaan engaged. Then we also had this name tag. Obviously, when our kids are not fed well or slept well, they're going to be very fussy and very cranky, and Arhaan was just not okay looking at so many people. In fact, this new place having a lot of things, he just wanted to have at least sip some water, have some milk, which I obviously couldn't offer him. So it was really very tough and difficult for me to keep him occupied. In fact, when I was giving voiceover for my Telugu channel, it was so painful, and after giving voiceover for my Tamil and now giving voiceover for my main channel, I'm getting a little better and getting over the the situation. So this is the name tag which said Syed Arhaan, and the doctor's name is Srinivas Gutta, and as you can see, it was done on 5th of June. So I tried wearing it. I showed him this is how we would wear it, and then put it on his hand. Then we had to get his pulse rate tested. As you can see, every single thing that we had to do for him was so difficult to convince him. I am someone who somehow don't like forcing our kids. So I was trying to convince him. I was trying to show him it is normal and we're just reading your numbers and stuff. So he was enjoying, like, I was making sure that he is not feeling the pain, but also cherishes every bit of it. But obviously, as our kids are not fed well, he is definitely going to be fussy. So it was literally a task and very, very, very painful for me to see Arhaan in that state. That's all simple. We're waiting for those numbers only. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, Arhaan. So many numbers. Oh my God, mashallah.
Okay.
So thank you.
Cutie.
Very good. I'm so proud of you. Wife my Dana?
Dina.
Dina. Rag do थोड़ी देर से Wow, whose dress is this?
Wow.
Wow, shall we wear this one? ये देना.
That's got a new dress.
On करना. आप करो. Finally, everything was done, like almost everything was done. The paperwork was done, getting his vitals checked was done. Now it was time that he gets into his sedation, changes his clothes and all those things. Again, another task. And I was just, as I said, was keeping him engaged with all the things that I had in the diaper bag. So we would just remove and explore every single bit. And meanwhile, while we were doing all of that, his hospital gown arrived. Now getting him, understand or let him wear his hospital gown again was another task. So I was just trying to convince him, tell him how cute, how nice it is and all that, so that he understands. Wow, so many teddy bears, Arhaan.
Wow.
Let's wear this one. No.
You don't want to wear? We have alphabets also. Abacus, A for her. Come along and sing with me. Let's wear this. Mama penna?
Obviously, he was getting very fussy. He was not okay sitting on the bed. So Anwar Jan said he will just take him out take him out in the corridor and walk. Luckily, because it was early in the morning, there were no many patients, so he was comfortable. He was not feeling claustrophobic sitting inside that curtain area. So he could, explore, see a lot of space and not just be locked inside the curtain. And meanwhile, doctor arrived and he asked us about the sedation. So there were two ways where probably they'll give the sedation here. Once the baby goes into sedation, they will take the baby inside, then they will give the anesthesia. I was really very worried. I was really very paranoid because Arhaan and I were always together ever since he was born. There was no time that both of us were away. In fact, school we go together. This was before he joined his playgroup. So it was very, very painful for me to let him go into someone else's hands, and that too when he was not in his senses. So as a mother, it was so painful. And doctor did say that they will give the sedation. They gave the sedation. It was a normal injection, like how they give the vaccine. And in no time he started getting numb. He could see, he could sense, but he couldn't express. He couldn't open his mouth and talk because everything was slowly getting numb. He was in my arms, and then doctor tried taking him. Doctor took him from my arms, and the moment doctor took, he was looking at me, asking me to take him in my arms. He was stretching his hands. He was looking at Anwar Jan, stretching his hands towards Anwar Jan. He was asking, like literally begging both of us to take him in our arms, which we were literally helpless. Doctor took him inside. I was crying to another level. This moment, when I'm sharing the same with you guys, though I've spoken about this in my Telugu and Tamil channel, but the moment I start talking about it, the moment I start thinking about that moment, the expression that Arhaan had on his face, the request that he was doing, oh my god, it was so painful. We didn't want to eat. I was just not okay having my food, but Anwar Jan forced me because after Arhaan is back, I will have to nurse him, I will have to take care of him, I will have to have that energy. So he forced me, took me down to the canteen so I could eat. And then both of us went down, ate our food. I was literally waiting for Arhaan to come back, because when we went to doctor, for the first time when we consulted doctor, I asked him how long the procedure would take. He said half an hour. So Anwar Jan said, we have half an hour, let's go down quickly, have breakfast and come. I was literally counting every single second and minute, waiting for that half an hour to get over. We quickly finished our breakfast. We went up. I was waiting outside the OT, and after 45 minutes to an hour, I was continuously going in and out. Then I heard a baby crying, and it was Arhaan. I never saw him or heard him cry like that. He was crying so much, and he was not in senses. He was crying a lot, and the moment I took him in my arms, put him on my lap, he became quiet. He was literally under sedation. He was literally under anesthesia, and still he was crying. I was very, very, very eagerly waiting to nurse him, to feed him something. The moment I took him and I asked if I can feed him, and doctor said, no, you can't feed him till 1:30. I was like, what? How will my baby survive? He hasn't eaten anything from the previous evening. So doctors were like, it is very important for him to not drink or eat anything now. Don't worry, he'll be fine. In case if he's crying more out of pain, let us know, we will give more anesthesia. This is what they said. And I was like, he's a little baby and you're giving so much anesthesia, it's not safe. As a mother, I'm always concerned this way, but they are doctors and we need to believe them, trust them. They're not gonna harm our child. So now I know that anesthesia, whenever our kids or whoever, if the patients are given anesthesia, we are not supposed to eat anything for a couple of hours before and after, because body's reflex temporarily stop working and the food that is there in the stomach is very risky. There are chances of vomiting happen, and the food might come to the throat, and this can also get into the lungs, which will create a problem in breathing, which is which might damage the lungs. So there is definitely a scientific reason of why doctors say not to eat or drink from like pre and post anesthesia. And also while doing all of this, I will probably tell you guys about circumcision as well. So a lot of people believe that circumcision is only for Muslims. So this is another thing. Circumcision definitely has a lot of scientific reasons behind this, which probably I'll tell you. Circumcision actually makes hygiene very much easier. It decreases urinary tract infections. It also decreases the risk of sexually transmitted infections. It prevents penile problems and also risk of penile cancer. A lot of people are not aware of all of these. And coming to the Islamic reason, again, this is sunnat for us. So all the things that our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has followed is something that we follow, which is called as sunnah. And coming to this sound machine, this is the sound machine that I carried for Arhaan. This is usually there in the diaper bag. So a lot of you ask me what I play in Alexa. It basically is white noise, and this is the sound machine which delivers white noise. Again, white noise is different kinds of sounds. It can be the sound that comes out of the fan, the buzz sound, or the sound from waves, or any kind of soothing sound. So those are white noises which will probably soothe and calm down our baby. And coming back to the sunnat, so all the things that we follow from our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ are sunnahs for us. And again, as I said, all the things that our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has told us, or his practices, definitely have scientific reasons. And as I said, this helps in maintaining the extreme hygiene and not allowing any urine droplets between the glands and the foreskin, and all the things like the penile problems or the urinary tract infections, and all those things stay at bay. And then talking about Arhaan's thing, he was looking at the cannula and feeling very bad, and the moment he was trying to get over it, all of a sudden the sedation would come down and he was struggling with the pain, and it was very difficult, guys. And again, when we spoke to the doctor a couple of days ago before the surgery, he said it will take around half an hour for the surgery to happen, but it took almost 45 minutes to 1 hour or more ever since they took Arhaan inside, because Arhaan was a different one out of many have this issue, which is paraphimosis. So this actually happens when a person with a unicircumcised or partially circumcised penis, like for example their foreskin can't move back, and this actually they take this in a medical way. They undergo with the surgery. So for the doctor to do the surgery very finely, because he had paraphimosis, and people who have paraphimosis actually take longer time to even recover, unlike people who don't have it. Like most of them don't have this issue. So basically the foreskin, which is on the glands, doesn't move back. Again, that is definitely issue, irrespective of the person being a Muslim, irrespective of that person following Islam or no. It is something that doctor would personally recommend them to get circumcised, because it is good for their safety and well-being. And you will see all that. Alhamdulillah, right now Arhaan is doing absolutely fine. This happened in the month of June, and I did post this video in my Telugu and Tamil channel. And for those who think that at this point of time when my baby is struggling, I'm recording a video with my right hand and holding him in my left arms. I'm always comfortable holding him in my left arm, and my right hand is always and always free. I captured all these moments so that I can share my knowledge with you guys and share all the information possible, and not to just make money out of this. In fact, I can just show you guys, I would rather turn off the monetization but share this information with you guys. Anyway, doctor allowed me to nurse him at 12:30. He had actually told me to nurse him after 1:30, but it was literally a blessing that he said right now I think he's okay, he's out of sedation. So the anesthesia might have come down, so you can nurse him now. And I kept continuously chanting all the prayers, so continuously reading kalimas, surahs and all that, so that Arhaan can stay calm, he can feel soothed, because this is something that we read every night. So usually whenever I take him to bed, I keep chanting prayers. So I was trying my best to keep him engaged, keep him entertained. I was trying to be active but literally, trust me guys, inside I was completely broken. But the moment I saw him, having him in my arms was genuinely a blessing. So I was just singing songs, playing with him, singing rhymes, doing as much as possible to keep him engaged and entertained. That is what as parents we can do to them. Just be positive and keep them engaged. And as I said, the anesthesia was coming down, sedation was coming down, so obviously it was paining for him, and the moment he was seeing the cannula, it was hurting him. So I was just requesting the staff at the hospital if we can get rid of the cannula, because he was really not okay. I mean, if we don't have anything, if we just had to wait there for them to monitor Arhaan, then why not just get rid of the cannula? But then they said they might need to have it in case of emergency, so let that be till we get discharged. So I was like, okay, as a mother, it's my responsibility to keep him happy. So I was trying my best to keep him engaged in a very positive way, rather than asking him to calm down or be quiet. I was just playing and keeping him engaged, and that is what I would recommend you guys to do. Don't take the stress at all.
देखो वाटर पार्क जा रहे बुलाऊं? अच्छा बस अच्छा क्या बोले राजे? दर्द हो रहा बोले। अच्छा मम्मा एक गेम बोलना। अब मम्मा बोलते 1, ओके? हीरा बोलते 2, फिर मम्मा बोलते 2। हाँ, हीरा बोलो 1, 1 बोलो, 1 बोलो, 1। मम्मा बोलते 2, फिर हीरा बोलते 2, फिर मम्मा बोलते 3, फिर हीरा बोलते 3, फिर मम्मा बोलते 4, फिर हीरा बोलते 4, फिर मम्मा बोलते 5, फिर हीरा बोलते 5, फिर मम्मा बोलते 6, फिर हीरा बोलते 6, मम्मा बोलते 7.
Arhaan wasn't okay with the hospital gown, so he asked me to get rid of that dress. So as I wanted him to be comfortable, I told him, okay, fine. I got his hospital gown out. But the moment I removed his dress, I got shock of my life, because he had these tapes on his body. Obviously, it was for them to monitor. And the moment I saw, I was literally in a shock. I was like, what is this? And when Arhaan saw all this, he started crying all the more. All this was only for a reason. They do all this for a reason, not to scare us or the baby, for them to monitor every single bit closely, because obviously it's a small baby and they cannot risk his life, right? It is a small thing. Circumcision could be a small, but at the end of the day, it's a surgery and a child's life is in their hand. And then they got rid of all of those, and Arhaan also started getting comfortable. I carried some dry healthy snacks for him, so that if possible, if I can feed him solid food, I can take that from the canteen, because obviously hospital canteen has healthy stuff. But otherwise, some solids that I can carry for him was his healthy snacks. So that's what I carried. And finally they said we can leave around 3:30 in the afternoon, and we started going down. The entire procedure was alhamdulillah very smooth, like the discharge process and all that, except for the time where I had to stop myself from nursing him or giving him some food. That was very painful. Seeing him in that pain was very painful. The entire night was literally a task. It was a struggle, and I did leave him diaper free for many days. This was the very next morning, and alhamdulillah, he was feeling absolutely okay.
Are you comfortable, Arhaan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have breakfast. Momo khai? No. Why? I will get mine, okay? I will eat. You stay here. I'll go and bring my idli, okay?
Guys, if you watched this video till here, thank you so much for staying tuned till the end. Alhamdulillah, again I'm telling you guys, right now Arhaan is doing absolutely fine. He's healed, he's recovered, and he does have diaper free time. He's still on diapers sometimes. I trained him. He's potty trained now. He conveys whenever he's getting potty. He's working on his peeing skills, but alhamdulillah, otherwise he's doing absolutely fine. This was the very next morning. Night was definitely a struggle every night till he could recover, because he used to be diaper free, and the moment he would pee, he would wake up, because obviously the kids don't like wet feeling, right? So it was a task for me. That's why I wasn't active. My channel wasn't active for me to take out this time. But when he was not when he was not feeling like that he's going to urinate, he was absolutely happy and normal, like how you can see in this video. But only when he had to urinate, it was a pain for him, it was struggle. But alhamdulillah, right now everything is fine. Thank you so much for staying tuned till the end of the video. I'll see you all soon in my next video. Until I'll see you next, lots of love.